Actually, let's slow ourselves down. And then, although actually let's slow ourselves down a bit, but not to a normal orbit, but to this, and then, oh yeah, it moves really slowly. You can't head too far ahead of it, or not. Whoa, I didn't lead it by enough. Wow, I mean, wow. Okay. But I did manage to match up the orbits more or less, which is something. Okay. Gonna cheat a bit. Moon, yeah, pass on that. We don't want no stinking moon. Well, not that moon anyway. Okay, we're gonna play it like this. Let's see if this works. Okay. Yeah, the orbits match up pretty nicely. At least we managed to do that. I think I'm gonna have to do another orbit before I can intercept it. Yeah, it's better to be ahead of it, because then you can slow yourself down and wait for the minmus to catch up with you. Which is actually what I'm gonna do right now. Although no, let's not. Although, actually, for going to the minmus, it might be better if we got into a retrograde orbit, namely heading towards 270 when we head up into orbit, and then we would come straight at it instead of trying to come alongside it. Well, heading into the opposite direction, orbiting opposite, in the opposite or direction of the moon. Although I think I can try and turn my orbit around like that now, bring myself to a stop and then start heading in the opposite direction. Yeah, this mission is already not proceeding as planned. Business as usual. Yeah, I actually have another one of these ships in orbit there. Guess I could theoretically try and use that to finish the job. Maybe not such a good idea. I don't know. Okay. Now the real objective here is to learn a bit more about going where we want to go in this game. So let's go. 13 days in, 14 now. Okay. Oh, and there you are. Okay. As you can see, we still have like 3/4 of fuel left here. So at least the ship is working out the way we want it to. Okay, now we want to slow ourselves down and settle into an orbit around this ball of ice. And the funny thing is, this moon, according to the game developers, has a stronger than normal gravity. Essentially an unrealistically high gravity field. If this was a real object, it would have to be made out of like depleted uranium or something. So in reality it would be even harder to match orbits and with this thing and to intercept it. So, well, you know. Okay. And we're into an orbit. Okay, our trajectory is finally bending around this planetoid. Okay, orbiting X, cut the engines. There it is, for whatever it's worth. Okay, let's try and make this a bit more horizontal there. Close enough. Now let's slow ourselves down some, I guess. Close enough. Okay, so we want to burn at our periapsis, and that will send us swinging out towards Kerbin. Essentially we are orbiting together with minmus around Kerbin. We are held by this thing, and this thing is held by Kerbin, so we are orbiting Kerbin with this little planetoid here. So we can assume that we are, while orbiting minmus, at the same time in orbit around Kerbin. So if we want to head towards Kerbin, we need to apply thrust in the direction opposite of our orbital path around Kerbin, namely opposite the direction in which minmus is orbiting. So